Hello friends, welcome to the video lecture series on artificial intelligence and machine learning. I am Dr. Dafda, and in this 18th video class of AI/ML, we will understand problem solving agents. Starting with the name, what are problem solving agents? Problem solving agents are a type of goal based agent that decide their actions by identifying and solving a problem to achieve a specific goal. See, model based reflex agents make decisions based on simple rules that map states to actions, but they struggle in complex environments where this mapping becomes too big or takes too long to learn. Goal-based agents, however, plan their actions by thinking about the future and the outcomes they want to achieve. And this we have already understood in our previous few video classes. This chapter focuses on solving problems by searching, and in this video class we will aim on problem solving agents, which is a type of goal-based agent. These agents treat the world as a collection of goal states, that is, with no detailed internal structure, and solve the problems step by step. Advanced goal-based agents called planning agents will be covered later. So in this chapter, we will cover number 1, how to define problems and solutions using examples, which we are currently learning. Number 2, uninformed search algorithms, that is one which has no extra problem information. See, this can work, but they are not efficient. And number 3, we will also learn informed search algorithms, that is, which uses guidance to find solutions faster. So this informed search algorithms focuses on simple environments where a fixed sequence of actions solves the problem. More complex cases where actions depends on future observations will be discussed in the later chapters. Okay, so let us start. So what are problem solving agents? Problem solving agents plan their actions instead of reacting instantly like the reflex agents. For example, a tourist going from city A to city B takes a decision by analyzing possible paths on a map. These agents are structured and thoughtful, making them good for tasks that have well-defined goals. This figure shows the block diagram of a problem solving agent. In the input, we have a problem to solve. Goal formulation is the first step and the simple step in problem solving. Goal formulation means setting a target or objective that needs certain actions to be completed to achieve it. Next step is problem formulation, in which we have to define the initial state, the goal state, and the possible actions. Next, we have to explore different paths using search algorithm and search for the solution. And finally, we can execute the solution by performing the actions step by step. And the software implementation of the same block diagram of problem solving agent is shown over here. Okay, let's go ahead and understand goal formulation and problem formulation in more detail. See, the challenges in AI are closely related to human nature and activities. To make tasks easier for humans, we need a series of clear steps to solve the problems. The steps include goal formulation. This is the first and simplest step in problem solving. It defines a clear target or goal and identifies the actions needed to reach it. Today, AI agents often assist in setting these goals. Next is problem formulation. This is a key step in solving problems. It determines the specific actions required to achieve the defined goal. In artificial intelligence, this process relies on software agents that include various components to address the problem effectively. Instead of focusing on minor details like turn steering wheel, it focuses on driving between major cities, like drive from city A, pass through city D, and reach city B. Okay? See, formulating a problem means defining the problem in a structured way that a problem solving agent can process. Problem formulation simplifies the real world for the agent by focusing only on the important details like the key cities and the actions. Imagine that the agent decides to treat each city as a state and each road as an action, ignoring unnecessary details like the fuel levels or the weather. And this abstraction makes the tasks manageable and easier for the agent to solve. And here, the initial state, the actions, and the transition model together define the state space of the problem. That is the set of all the states reachable by any sequence of actions. So this figure is the graphical representation of the state space of the traveling problem. The state space forms a graph in which the nodes are states. These nodes are different states, and the link between the nodes are called actions. And a complete path in the state space is a sequence of states connected by a sequence of actions. Now, after understanding the state space representation, let us understand the steps of problem formulation. The first step is called the initial state, which is the starting point of the agent. For example, the agent is in city A and needs to travel to city B. This is city A and this is city B. Next step is actions. So the set of actions the agent can take from each state is called actions. For example, from city A, the agent can drive to city C or city D for reaching city B. It can take this path, or it can also take the path through city D to reach city B. The third step is the transition model. It defines how actions can change the state. So remember, this transition model is specified by a function result of S of A, where S is the state and A is the action. For example, say result in city Oredia. So state is in city Oredia, comma, go to Zerin. So what it will return? It will return the state after this action, which will be equal to in the city of Zerin. That means it has started from Oredia and it has reached Zerin. After completing this action, it will be in city Zerin. Okay. So same example, if the agent drives to city C, the new state becomes in city C. Next step is goal test. It is a condition that checks if the goal is achieved. For example, the agent is in city B. So when it reaches city B, its goal will be achieved. And the last step in problem formulation is path cost, which is a measure of how costly a path is, helping choose the best one. For example, the shortest or the fastest route to the goal. So if we go via city C, the total path cost is 71 plus 75 plus 118 plus 111 plus 70 plus 75, which is equal to 520. Okay. And if we go via city D, the total path cost will be 151 plus 80 plus 146 plus 120, which is equal to 497. So this path through city C is 520 and this path through city D is 497. So the best and the cheapest path here is via city D, right? But now the question arises that how the agent will know that the path through city D is the fastest and the cheapest. For that, it has to use a search algorithm. So after using search algorithm and deciding which route to take, it will carry out the execution. So the problem solving agent will carry out the following problem solving process. For problem solving, it will first formulate. That is, the first step is to clearly define the problem, which means figuring out where the agent will start, that is the initial state, and what it wants to achieve, that is the final goal, and what actions it can take to get there. And this initial state, goal and action can be analyzed using the state space representation of the problem. Next is search. So the agent looks for a solution. It uses search methods to figure out the best sequence of actions that will take it from the start to the goal. For example, it can take the breadth first search, where it explores all possible paths level by level, or it can carry out depth first search, where it explores one path as far as it can go before backtracking. Okay, and once it searches for the solution, the next step will be the execution. So after finding the solution, the agent performs the actions one by one to achieve the goal. So in example, imagine a driver trying to get from city A to city B. He uses a map to figure out the shortest route, which is called search algorithm, and then it follows the directions step by step to reach its goal. So this is how a problem solving agent works. In the next few video classes, we will understand few more examples of problem solving agents. So that is all for this video class. Thank you very much.